This is Freedom Majestic. Thank you so much for being here. I want to appreciate and thank everyone who's been participating and who's been joining me in, especially in the cash giveaways. Molika Beauty has already announced her last cash winner of the cash giveaway on her Instagram. If you want to check that out, please go ahead and check that out. And because I've been talking about money for the previous videos, I've been touched so much by the stories again for the individuals who reached out to me personally and specifically, and I just would love the community to be able to join in and help. So when you're commenting down below, please leave your cash app, and I would like to explain and share details of how I would love for us to move ahead to be able to join in to help each one of us. It's just our brothers and sisters around the world, and some of us need more help than the others. So I'm so grateful to be able to help, to be in that position to be able to help, and I know that you're able to do the same thing. So let's get into it. So I want to talk about tithing, principles that every human being should be able to understand literally. And if you've never had this before, I hope that you take this opportunity to be encouraged to go and follow up and do these things, or do your own research about these specific things that I'm talking about. So I want to speak about tithing. What is tithing? In the Christian world, the tithing is literally just giving 10% of what you've earned, or all the money, or everything that the Lord has given you or provided for you, that you give. It's like taxes. The government calls it taxes. Christian world calls it tithing. In another world, they call it different things. But I know whether you are in the Christian world, you're not in the Christian world, you do need to pay your 10% taxes, your fees for everything. You do this whether you realize or you don't realize that. It's like the entirety of the realms of the universe asks you and requires you, just because you're here on earth, to actually give a tithe, an appreciation, a thanksgiving. And the other principle is about giving. As I've said before, giving is like when you have a seed, whether it's an avocado seed, whether it depends with what you want your life to look out. When you project your life, what do you see about your financial life? What do you project? What is your vision? What would you like? Would you like avocados? Would you like oranges? Would you like bamboo trees? These seeds, when you plant them, they take like 10 years or 5 years or 2 years to sprout. So what kind of seed are you planting? And we do plant financial seeds in the ground, and the soil does matter. If you plant your seed in a rocky soil, you know what that would do. If you plant your seed in a loam soil, in a good soil, in a fertile soil, it does matter. So when you're giving money, or when you're planting your seed, you have to be discerning to understand where you're giving your money, or where you're planting. Because some seed you can plant, you can give and give, but if you're giving in a desert soil, whereby some plants do grow in the deserts and some do not, then you understand you're not gonna get a harvest. You're not gonna receive a reward, a harvest. So what is soil? Human hearts are actually referred to soils, and organizations and places and things that you do. You can see the fruit of a place, of a person, or a personality, or an organization, or just a school. You can see, if you plant in this place, if you put your money in this place, it's gonna grow. It's just like investment. There's some investments, when you do them, you are sure, if you know how to do them, you're sure you're gonna get a harvest, you're gonna get growth, you're gonna get profits out of it. So you have to be really discerning and considerate, and then understand where you're putting your money to, your seed into. That is why it is wise to be mindful. It is wise to be prayerful, to know, to be led by the Spirit, to be led really to know where you're putting your seed, so that you can have the harvest that you desire. And to me personally, I do have financial goals whereby I have got financial goals of giving, like how much do you like to give, how much do you want to give. And some people have financial goals of like receiving and going to work and how much you want to reap. But it is good, it's encouraging to have a financial goal whereby you know how much you want to give, to whom you want to give it to. The other things is giving alms. I don't think there is a group of people who really understand this. I think Muslims really love to give. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not Muslim or anything like that, but giving alms, it's such a precious thing, because at the same time it's the same thing as giving. When you give to the widows, when you give to the poor, when you give to the homeless, when you give to the people who need the most, when you give your financial help, we're talking just about finances. You can give anything else that you would like to give, but you're talking about finances. If you give to this, you do not know when you're gonna need help yourself. So it's really like planting a good seed too. So these are really, there is many stories of people who say stories like, if they give, if you find a person who just loves to give, when they're in need, you find that people they receive help from every corner, from the north, the south, and the east. They receive whatever financial help that they need because they give us. And if you do not receive, when you think that you've given and given and given and you've not yet received, when you need the most, you're crying and crying and crying. Sometimes is like the soil in your heart, the harvest. The soil in your heart, it has to be prepared to receive the things that you are asking for. It's like prayer. When you pray, you're planting a seed, you're asking for something, but your heart has to be open enough. Your heart has to be prepared to receive the good gift. If your heart is not prepared, if your heart is closed, then you know the answer to that. So even as you're giving, please ensure that your heart is prepared. You are learning as much as you can learn. You can be receiving a great harvest, but you do not have a storehouse to put whatever harvest you have. So if you do not have a storehouse, how is your harvest gonna come to you? So learn as much as you can. Make sure that your heart stays humble, stays meek, stays thankful. Stays thankful, especially in times of need. Make sure that your heart is very grateful, so that the seeds can sprout, so that the harvest can come, so that the fruits can fall off and other people can also enjoy your fruits. So I want to really appreciate. So I really want to focus on one person, individual, from the comment section below, and I would really like that if the community can come together and help. And please, I ask that you pray first and see if your heart is led to help this specific individual. I'll write her name on the description below. If I'm able to, I'll put her name on the screen so that you know who she is. We are really truly brothers and sisters, and it is really nice. Next time it might be you, next time we'll focus on you. So this time, please, I feel led, and I feel like if we can be able to come together and help this, even if it's just $1, even if it's cents that you have. She explained that she does not have Cash App and she just has PayPal. I personally do not have PayPal, so if you're able to help, then that will be amazing. Next time it might be you that we're focusing on. So thank you so much. Please share this particular video clip so that if there's someone out there that can help this particular individual, that they can help, please let them know so that they can help out. Thank you so much, and God